YouTube. I've been getting a lot of questions on the Passat, people wanting to know what we're doing, maybe a little update. That is this video. We've done some things to it. He's got his wheels that he's trying to fit. He's still got to raise up his front end. We pulled the back seat out. Why'd we pull the back seat again? Oh, we pulled the back seat out because we ran all expensive zero gauge wires for his amp. Listen to that turbo. So now he's got top of the line wiring. He bought a 5,000 watt Sundown amplifier. So he's got that huge Fosgate 15 he wants to throw in here. So we were kind of working on that. What really needs to happen next is we need to take this front end off and we need to replace the radiator. It's got a small drip in the corner. But other than that, you know, a lot of research on tuning and stuff like that. So a lot of people are wondering how the tuning is going for this and you know, what I'm doing and what I need. So I'm going to make a quick brief video, show you what I bought, show you what I have, and what you're going to need if you want to start dialing in and playing with ECUs. Biggest thing is having an interface to hook to the actual car to read the ECU. So here are a couple things that I've bought. I'll show you what I started with. I went out, got this bag from Goodwill. It was actually perfect. But this is what I started with right here. This was the bootleg harness that I showed you in the last Passat video. This will actually hook you up to your ECU, and then you can put it in software and adjust it. I went to the junkyard, grabbed this off of a car. I grabbed the OBD2 plug off of a car. There's a lot of forums online show you how to wire that up. Basically hook that to the ECU, hook this to the computer with a cord, ground that out. You need 12 volt power, so you just hook that to a battery. That is for, you know, ultra budget beginners, people that have an understanding with forum reading online, and you know, this works well. So then I got started and I started really looking into it, and I found a lot of other things. So all right, here's the Vag KKL. This right here you can buy, it's like 12 bucks off Amazon or eBay. And this cord right here hooks to your OBD2 port. This you can get into Volkswagen. This will help you delete immobilizers. So like we go to the junkyard, we buy a computer out of a Passat, we want to play with it and tune it. Well, we can do that. We can get in there, we can play, we can put whatever we want on that ECU. But the key chip and the dash chip go together, and that ECU will not fire up or work with this car unless we go in with the this is the Vag KKL 409 cable. So there's that one. Here's another cable. This is the cable you saw in the last video. This is, I don't know, diagnostic cable, just OBD2. It's comes with a little disc. This is what plugs into that cable I made and then goes to the computer software. This actually reads and downloads ECU data. So there's that. There's two cords. That's usually about, you know, when you're starting, and that's, you know, that's where you're learning everything. You're making your own cables. And then I went out and bought this. This right here is the super tuner, and they all come with discs. So this you hook up. All right, I ended up spending, I think, 250 bucks for, there's 2 units, I'll show you. It comes with a bunch of cables. This cable here, you know, you can hook to specific pins inside the ECU. This hooks your computer. Let's see here. I know I've got, so with all these cables, basically I can do, in this machine, I can do what this cable does. You know, I ended up buying it. So Cass V2, this is the master version. This thing, you can do anything you want to any ECU. Just go on Google, type in how to use Cass or Cass anything, and it'll come up and you will be able to you know, read and learn, because that's where we all start. You know, nobody knows how to tune or do any of this until you get on forums and read on people that actually have done it. So that's my KES side, and then I've also got the K-Tag. So together, both of these were 200 something. They come in a kit. You can buy just one or the other, but I bought the double. So this is the K-Tag V2. This right here is for really getting into ECUs. This you can hook to specific pins inside on the motherboard and do different things. You've got all your cables with your little pins, your software, your power. I also bought these. This is for, I got these straight from China. You can desolder your security key. You can put it inside here and you can hook it up and you can reprogram it. So I've got a lot of different things. Like I said, I'm learning a lot. But this thing, just Google K-Tag and see what it's about. If you want to learn how to do this, you're going to have to go to Google and actually look into it. What is this? Oh, here's my external DVD driver I bought because all of this comes with discs. Going to Google and downloading the program will get you viruses, because a lot of people are trying to hack these cars, and the companies that actually own this real software have put blockers out. So you've got a lot of people that, you know, you'll see this free download for K-Tag V2. If you download that, your computer's going to slow way down way fast. So you got to use the discs that they give you. You know, it's a little bit older software. A lot of computers don't have disk drives anymore, but it is what it is. This real legit KES K-Tag, this is a $2,000 setup. I bought the clone, which does the exact same thing, but you have to use discs. So there's a disc driver, and then I also, what's this? Oh, I bought this here, a 4 terabyte hard drive. So now, when I get in here, I can keep all my ECU files on this safe. They're not on a computer that could get wiped out or something bad could happen to it and I lose them. I've got 4 terabytes. I can keep anything on here. And basically, when I work on this, I just need to label it correctly so that I know what I'm looking at here. You know, you can't have 5 different Passat tune, Passat ECU, Passat. You got to actually make sure 100% label your stock file as stock file, because if you ever mess anything up, you can just re-upload your stock file into your ECU and you are good. You can recover everything. Because a lot of times you go to doing a bunch of stuff and tuning your own ECU, the car won't start and you mess something up. So you got to start over. You delete that file, put your original back in. No harm, no foul. What else do I got? That might be it. Oh, no. I bought here some more. Just stuff you can reprogram chips with. I don't know if you can see in there, but you plug that into your computer. You can put the chip from the ECU in this little board and put the board in there, and the software will let you access it. But I've got a few of these. I went a little overboard and bought more than I really needed or might use, but I will never be in a position where I'm trying to do something with an ECU and I don't have the equipment. See here, this little thing right here, you can see the little teeth. Those little teeth line up with the chip. So you can actually leave the chip in the ECU, clamp that on it, plug this into your computer, and you don't have to desolder the chip. Here's another one. And these are literally only 10 bucks. I think these two here were 5 a piece, and this was like 5 or 7. And you can't go wrong with it. So I've been doing a lot of research. I bought a laptop as well. I don't know where that is, but I picked up a laptop off eBay, and I'm going to keep all the tuning stuff on one laptop versus using our home laptop and having all these programs, because Winnows, you need to download Winnows. Maybe you should get on YouTube, search Winnows, W-I-N-O-L-S, and just start watching some of those videos. They're very technical, not easy to learn, but if you watch them enough and then you go out and you kind of do this, you will know what they're saying. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, where we're at with the car, what I'm doing. We haven't really took the time to tune this or do anything else to it since the last video. We've been busy. I can show you what we've been doing since then. Let me pack this up. I wanted to make a good video to show you, you know, what I use. Everything I showed you is 100% researchable. I have no friends that tune. I don't take anything to anybody. Everything I have and that I use and that I do, I literally taught myself reading forums. There's a website called NefMoto, NefMoto.com. It's Nefarious Motorsports. And that is a forum full of self-taught tuners. And all their trials and tribulations they put in there, and people help, and you learn a lot in there. I'm still nowhere close to just being able to hook up to any car and tuning the ECU, but I'm getting closer. It takes a lot of reading. You know, it is what it is, just like anything else. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me about what I'm using or how I'm doing it. I just showed you everything, gave you the names. You can literally take this video, go search everything I just showed you and read on it, and you will learn a lot. Audis, VWs, Saabs are really, really easily tunable. So are a lot of other cars, but the techniques are different. The hookups are different. You just got to look into whatever it is you have. But this 1.8T, you know, a little four banger, people were spending $3 grand for an SR20 from Japan that won't even touch this motor. This motor has been in our junkyards for years and nobody has even paid any attention to it. This is the most tunable motor I've ever seen. You can literally take so much power from a 1.8T. And if you have the ability to change the rods, you can really, really get some power out of these things. The rods is the weakest point, but hopefully that answers a couple of your questions as to what I'm using and how I'm doing it. Quick note, check out the front of the house. We pulled all of our bushes, redoing all of that. That's been taking me, I mean, every day after work, I'm out here till dark trying to get that done. We did pick up some 22s for the van. Look at this thing. How's that look? I'm happy. Finally got the wheels I wanted. Yeah, just been staying busy with all the kids. We've been busy with all the quads and the dirt bikes. So we just tore this one down. Maddox traded his $400 quad for an 03 CRF 450. She's a little rough looking. She's not the most beautiful bike, but it's an 04 or 03 CRF 450. This thing is wicked. It's the fastest bike. I've never ridden anything like it, but when he got it, it wouldn't start. So did a bunch of research online, found out that valve clearances, these things use shims. So what we did is, because there was constant pressure on the valves, we actually ground the shims down ourselves and took 2/1000ths off each shim, got our clearances right, the bike started right up. And then we get it started to find out that it ran great, but when we put water in it, it went through the head gasket into the cylinder everywhere. So we just got done tearing off the whole top of this motor, head down, took the jug off, put new gaskets all the way up, got the bike running, firing again. She's wicked. So now he's debating on whether he wants to keep it or trade it for a two-stroke. We'll see what he does, but it needs new plastics soon. Someone painted them, and the kid that owned it before lived in the city. He was one of those inner city kids that, you know how they all go downtown in the cities and do catwalks and ride the dirt bikes and all that stuff. So apparently Grand Rapids has got a whole group of bikers that ride their dirt bikes and quads doing catwalks down the road. We built Max's quad up pretty sweet. We took a bunch of parts off this one that I bought. The kid actually didn't want the Douglas wheels that were on it. He wanted the stock wheels with the cheap tires because they had more tread. I could not believe it, but either way, I got to keep my wheels. So I've got to tear this motor down still. Since my last video, we have finished purchasing our house. We've had our wedding and we had a graduation party for my oldest son. We did all the grass out there. So now it's time to try to get back into, you know, I should make a video every week. And I want to. And I know the Passat videos are doing the best, so I think we'll do that. But stay busy, guys. If you can buy and sell anything, that's how this channel started. If you can buy something cheaper, fix it and sell it. I don't care if it's a couch, anything. That's how my channel started, was buying things cheap and flipping them. Picked that up for 200 bucks. It was in boxes. Maddox completely rebuilt that. That one, we've got it pretty close to done. He's working on it now. This thing, picked up super cheap, rebuilt, put the tranny back wrong, doesn't shift gears. All I gotta do is take that motor apart, redo what she did, and I've got a completely rebuilt motor. Paid $1,000 for that car. It's a completely sweet car, never abused. Now it's gonna be, but either way. So if you have any questions, just ask them and I will do my best to answer them. I can at least tell you where to go to get the information that it is you want. One thing I'm really good at is finding information, searching it out, and teaching myself. On that note, tell us what we should do to the Passat next. We do got to paint it. He does got to get that front up a little bit so he can fit his wheels. Do you like the purple wheels on the burgundy? We are going to paint that car this color. It's going to be like a gunmetal gray, kind of like Eleanor off Gone in 60 Seconds. Should we keep the wheels purple? Should we go black? What should we do? We're really close to a powder coater. He will do them cheap, so let us know. And do you think we should make up a silencer for this exhaust? Something we can bolt in when we don't want to be so loud. I do love the turbo spool sound. I love it all. And yeah, what do you think? How about this decal? Should have put that on the van, huh? It's a grocery list. Stay tuned. Let me know what you want. We'll see you later. Peace.